Hey, what it do, sports? Well, welcome to the Real Untouchable Podcast. I'm back at you again with another great episode of the Real Untouchable Podcast with me, Ray Diggs. I want to talk about the Colorado Buffalo, Deion Sanders, Coach Prime. His spring game was last weekend, okay, and why I feel that it did not live up to the expectations. And also, I want to talk about the latest segment, the latest situation that's going on at Colorado with Coach Prime. Another player pretty much called him out as he's on his way out. But then why did Shador had to come back and talk about the player that left? Let's go ahead and jump into this thing, man. Hey, as you all know, Colorado had a spring game last weekend. It didn't look like a lot of people was there at the game. It looked like around probably about maybe 10,000 to 15,000 people was there. Unlike last year's spring game, where it was packed out. It wasn't a lot. They named it Prime Weekend, Prime Time Weekend, where they had concerts that was there. I seen Desi that was there. Ryan Garcia was there also. In the building. Lil Wayne did a concert there. It was a lot going on this weekend. I seen Shador Sanders, Deion Sanders Jr., Shiloh Sanders, all of them was on stage doing their little concert. I guess these guys are becoming rappers now, I guess. So I didn't expect. I mean, when I watched the highlights of the game, I maybe seen probably two big plays, and it made me wonder again. I think that Colorado defensive line is going to be an issue this season, and I also think that their secondary is going to be an issue. That secondary will be an issue yet again going into the 2024-2025 season. I think that those are going to be their biggest issue. Now, what I did see, I seen that Shador could stand in the pocket a little longer because he got some offensive linemen now. That's a good thing. But and I see that they got some pretty nice running backs. They got some good running backs on the team. Colorado do wide receivers, pretty much you already know. You got Jimmy Horn Jr. and Travis Hunter pretty much put on the show. So when we look at this team, I'm still looking at this team as a 5-7 team. I'm just being honest. I don't see them improving even more. And if they do get a little better than 5-7, I see 6-6. 6-6. 7-5 is probably the high. That's probably the biggest jump that I can see them going at 7-5 this year in the Big 12. This is Colorado's first year in the Big 12. Now I want to talk about what happened after the game. As you all know, Xavier Smith, one of the Colorado Buffaloes players, pretty much ended up transferring. And on his way out, he called Deion Sanders out. He called Coach Prime out. And he called him out because he felt like Deion Sanders hurt him. Now, I'm going to tell y'all what he said. He said, I was actually mad, like tears coming from my eyes. Because, bro, you never even tried to get to know me. He basically telling Deion Sanders, you never even tried to get to know the man. You know what I'm saying? But if you let Deion Sanders fan the blind witnesses, they'll tell you that Deion Sanders know every last one of his players. But like I try to tell them, Deion do this right here for the camera. That dude, he does this right here. Everything that he does it for the camera. He don't care about trying to get to know. You know who he know? He knows Shador Sanders, Shiloh Sanders, and Travis Hunter. Those are the three players that he needs to know and he wants to know. The kid also went on and said he was destroying guys' confidence and belief in themselves. The way he did it, it could have been done a little more compassion. So basically, he just wanted Deion to show a little more compassion to how the way he, bashed these kids, and who comes behind Deion? Who comes behind this kid? As he's just, it ain't like he bashing Deion. He just basically saying that I just wish he showed more compassion towards me. I wish he would have got to know me more. This is what Shador Sanders saying. And this right here is why, if this dude is the number one pick next season, the NFL is in for. The NFL is pretty much on the downslope. They're done. It's over with. Any team that want a player like this right here on their team, is something wrong with that organization. Because honestly, I wouldn't even say nothing. At the end of the day, that's his opinion. If you feel like that, man, that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Did my dad do this to you? Hey, I don't know. I wasn't there all the time. But for Shador Sanders to come on here And that's the one thing I like about Shiloh. Shiloh never says nothing. But Shedeur Sanders had to make sure that he commented like he always do. Because one thing about Shedeur is that's why Pilar said. That's the one that Deion loves the most. It's Shedeur. That's right there why he felt like the point that he needed to say something. So he's gonna say, I don't even remember. I guess they say, I don't even remember him, to be honest. Bro had to be very mild at best. So basically he's saying bro had to be very below average at best. Now, so Colorado players, look at what he's saying about all these other players as they walk out the door. Y'all honestly think he's not going to say the same about y'all when y'all go out the door? So if y'all go in there today and tell Coach Prime that y'all want to transfer, this right here what y'all going to have to deal with. Y'all going to really have to deal with him bashing y'all on the way out the door. Is this really the type of player that I would want to lead me? Like, let's just be real. Is this really the player that I would want to lead me the way Shedeur Sanders is? But you know what, though? I'm going to tell you something. He's going to be in for a rude awakening. That's why I didn't feel sorry for him when they was tearing his back, beating the brakes off of his ass during the season. I didn't feel sorry because I knew what type. And you want to know something? Let's just be honest. Let's just put everything out. This kid right here probably was a good kid. Probably was a good player. But you want to know why you want to know why they don't really care about him? Because his name ain't Sanders. Deion Sanders, and somebody said this today, Deion Sanders care about three things: himself, his kids, and trying to get to the next level. Trying to get likes, trying to get to the next level. That's the three things that he cares about. He don't give a damn about them rest of them players. They think he do because he come in there and he says some motivational stuff. Do I think he care whether they be successful? Maybe. I don't know. Because I'm pretty sure that a lot of these players feel the same way that this kid right here feels, but they won't never come out and say it because you want to know why? They'll say it when they're on their way out. They'll say it when I'm going to tell you something. When these kids leave, you will really get a chance to know the real Deion Sanders when these kids leave because they're going to tell you. That's just my opinion. But I just feel like Deion Sanders is bad for college football. That's me. That's just me. That's me. I feel like that. And this ain't no black man trying to tear down another black man because I'm tired of y'all hearing y'all say black man trying to tear down another black man when y'all sit there and y'all tear down LeBron James every single damn day. So I don't want to hear that. At the end of the day, I feel like this. I ain't never heard nobody say that that LeBron James had a player in tears, or he didn't want to get to know none of his players, or Brandon James coming out here and basically talking down on one of his teammates because they transferred. But then you see Deion Sanders fan, they'll protect this dude right here. They will continue to protect him, even though he said all of this stuff right here. I'm gonna tell you what they'll do. Deion Sanders fan, they'll blame the kids. That Deion, man, he just hard, man. He just hard coach. No, Deion is a toxic coach. And y'all don't want to hear it, but I'm going to say it. He is a toxic coach. It's the difference between being a hard coach and a toxic coach. Bill Belichick was a hard coach and he was borderline toxic. But see, Bill Belichick, it covered it up because of the winning of Tom Brady. But when Tom Brady left, you see how they started coming out then? Same thing with Nick Saban. Nick Saban is a hard coach, but you won't never hear a player say that he's saying that a player, Nick Saban never tried a chance to get to know me. He destroyed guys' confidence and belief in themselves. Bro, think about that. Think about that. He was destroying guys' confidence, belief in themselves. I'm in the military. Okay, I'm as a leader, right? If I'm out here destroying my soldiers' confidence and belief in themselves, am I not considered a toxic leader? I'm just asking. I want y'all to give me some feedback. Tell me. If you out here destroying your kids, right? Your kids or whatever, or your friends, you are destroying their confidence and belief in themselves. Are you not considered toxic? But you would let Deion Sanders fans would tell him, they'll be like, nah, Deion ain't toxic. Deion just hard on these kids and they don't know how to take that hard coaching. Like I said, it's a difference between being hard and toxic. You can be hard and firm, but you can also be hard and borderline toxic as well. Because like I said, Coach Belichick was hard and he was borderline. He was damn near, he was toxic. Let's just say it for what it is. And I like Bill Belichick. He's one of my favorite coaches. But you never heard players say that the kid had tears in his eyes. The kid was destroying guys' confidence and belief in themselves. And I'm just saying, me as a military guy, right? And if I sit here and I'm destroying my soldiers, right? And like I said, if I'm sitting here and I'm destroying my soldiers, I'm destroying their confidence and belief in themselves. They don't even believe in themselves no more. How is that an effective leader? How can you call yourself an effective leader? But I told you, because of the media love Deion. They will sit here and they will protect him. Just like FS1. I sat there and I watched FS1 all the time, and they will protect this dude. They would say, if a player leaves, the player just not good enough to play for Colorado. How in the hell is you not good enough to play for a 4-8 team? This team went 4-8, but you're not good enough to play for them? Make it make sense. That it don't even make sense. They will bring him. Oh yeah, this guy right here wasn't gonna play anyway. But the player you bringing in probably not gonna play. That they probably on the same level, to be real with you. Most of the players that Deion Sanders losing and the players that he got coming in, they're basically the same player. But they will make y'all think that these players are better that's coming in. It's a reason why these players are transferring, because they can't play where they were going, where they was at. But y'all let me know what y'all think. All I'm saying is this. I've been telling y'all about Deion Sanders for the longest. And I started off as a prime time. I was one of them prime believers. Ask anybody. I was a prime believer until I started sitting back watching what he did. Sat back and I paid attention to some of the things that he did. And I said, you know what? I can't follow him no more, because you want to know why? Because dude might be a little bit toxic. And I said this a year and a half ago, but y'all starting to really see it now. But you know what? Like I said, they're going to protect him until they blow up in his face. And then, honestly, that's when it's really going to come down. Everybody going to be like, yeah, man, it's hard playing for that dude. That dude was toxic. That dude talked down on you, but he don't talk down on his own kids, though. He don't talk down on Shiloh while he out there missing tackles. He don't talk bad on Shador because he can't read the defense. He's sitting there holding the ball too long, getting sacked. Barely know how to read the defense, because that's right there why they was getting stumped out against teams like USC and Oregon and teams like that. Because he was holding the ball too long. He didn't know what the defense was gonna do. He really didn't look that good in the spring game, to be honest with you. But you're gonna let Deion Sanders fan gonna say this. This way with Deion Sanders fan. Oh, it was the weather. It was snowing. But hey, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Until next time, man, y'all have a great night, y'all. Peace.